This is the Washington Times front page for Monday, December 16th, 2024. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm George Gerbo. New Jersey leaders are not buying the Biden administration's explanation that most of the recent reported drone sightings along the state's coast are regular aircraft. Alex Miller and Tom Howe report Governor Phil Murphy has urged President Biden to get personally involved, while members of the New Jersey congressional delegation say the feds are straining credulity by ruling out nefarious intent or foreign control. Garden State residents have reported seeing the unexplained craft for at least a month. Descriptions vary widely, but some are said to be as large as a vehicle and to be more sophisticated than what's commercially available. Burglary tourism is a growing problem in the United States as organized criminal groups are targeting the homes of wealthy and famous Americans. Matt Delaney reports police say the thieves often come from Chile, Ecuador, Colombia, and Peru. Citizens of those countries can obtain a 90-day U.S. visa without a background check. The thieves are cognizant of avoiding confrontations during the break-ins to keep law enforcement attention at a minimum. Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow's home was targeted last week while he was in Dallas facing off against the Cowboys. Police haven't said what was taken from his home, but it fits a pattern affecting NFL and NBA players. South Korean lawmakers have impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol, concluding 10 days of chaos and division over his short-lived declaration of martial law. Andrew Salmon reports 12 lawmakers from Yoon's party were among the 204 of 300 that voted for impeachment. Yoon, whose 5-year term runs through 2027, has remained defiant over what he called a temporary pause in his presidency. Outside the National Assembly in Seoul, protesters cheered with approval when the result was announced. The impeachment measure now moves to South Korea's Constitutional Court. 3 federal judges have rescinded their retirements to block President-elect Trump from picking their replacements. The latest, Stephen Dinan reports, is Judge James Wynn on the 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. In a letter Friday, he revoked his decision to take senior status, a semi-retirement. The Senate made evident several weeks ago that it would not confirm a Biden appointment for his seat. U.S. District Judge Max Cogburn in North Carolina and U.S. District Judge Algernon Marbley in Ohio also revoked their announced moves to senior status after Trump's election. And finally, key incoming Trump administration figures are expected to target the $1 billion that the Department of Education spends on diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Valerie Richardson reports an investigation by conservative group Parents Defending Education found the department gave $1 billion in grants to K-12 school districts and universities in the last 4 years for equity hires and programs. The breakdown was $389 million for recruiting, training, and hiring, $343 million for programs including restorative practices, and $169 million for mental health and social learning. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.